Hello, Franklin sports fans, and welcome back to Franklin High School for this latest girls varsity volleyball matchup, where your Franklin Panthers are facing off against the visiting Beverly Panthers. I'm joined by my cohort, Jay Horgan. Jay, how are you doing today?
Good, Chris. How are you?
I can't complain. Getting this live stream going a little bit late, but we are at least live, and we're here at Franklin High School. So, score's currently tied up at 3. And Franklin just took that point, so that's a good start.
Chris, early on, they've been trading kind of points back and forth. 4-3 right now, Franklin in the lead. And that's going to be a double hit against Beverly, and that'll make it 5-3.
Franklin has had a really, really good season this year, having lost only 2 games during the course of the regular season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle Beverly in this match. We have got Rachel Taylor taking the serve for the Panthers. Nice kill. That's going to go just in bounds, but a nice kill there by, I believe that was Grace Lacerda.
Chris, we were watching warm-ups, and as they were warming up their kills, they were just painting the lines, getting them just inside, which was evident by that shot there. It's going to be long.
That serve's going to be long, so that's going to be a point to the Panthers.
And we're going to have a timeout by Beverly as Franklin, as soon as we start going, Chris, Franklin opens up a 5-point lead here.
Figure with that one, right?
Yeah, I know. 5-point lead in the first set. Best 5 here from Franklin High School.
So,
as I just saw Chris there.
Yeah, it's okay. I won't blame you for it.
Yeah.
But Beverly will be looking to try to regroup after Franklin taking an early 8-3 lead in this first game. So Rachel Taylor to continue on with the serve here. As they are trying to get something straightened out the scoreboard. And it looks like they've done so. Taylor. Beverly sets up a play. That one's, ooh. Taylor's right in the line of fire with that one, but she's able to avoid that one and score the latest point for the Panthers. So
that was great judgment there, Chris.
Very good judgment on their part.
Oh,
another great kill. And this one was by her first name is eluding me right now, but her last name is Kuykendall. I think it's Michaela Kuykendall, now that I'm thinking clearly.
Yes, it is.
Which is thankfully the only name that I queued up on at the beginning of the season, Jay. You would have been so proud.
Well, that's, Chris, it's because you didn't have me here.
Well, I'm fairly certain I was getting it wrong for the first couple of games, but then I But then I had the wherewithal to actually ask the coach about her last name. And interestingly enough, even the coach, Sam Redmond, didn't know how to pronounce her name to start off with. They were so used to calling her by her nickname, Kay.
I have known the family for a few years, and I have a hard time pronouncing it. So,
yeah, but in all fairness, come on. Going to be deflected out of bounds by Beverly, so that's going to be a point to Franklin. They now have a 12-3 lead. A hyper commanding lead here. And this is still Rachel Taylor with the serve here. That one is going to get deflected out of bounds, unfortunately, by Sasha Tracy. So Beverly,
they're kind of their first opportunity here, Chris, since it was tied at 3.
Nice serve there by Beverly. Free ball. Ooh. Oh! A nice player right there by Grace Lacerda, with everybody in the Beverly defense pretty much within like 5 to 10 feet of the net. Was able to put that ball in a place where Beverly wasn't. And now we've got Jen Suhu to take the serve for the Panthers. And unfortunately, Beverly is going to try to get underneath that ball, but can't do so. And another timeout called by Beverly. So your impressions of this game so far, Jay?
Well, Franklin has come out dominating after a close first couple of points. Since then, just Franklin, every ball that they hit is falling where they need it to fall. And they're just, it appears they're playing with just such a strong confidence.
You're absolutely right about that. They have a very, very strong confidence.
They come in, Chris, as the number 4 seed to Beverly's 28th seed.
And for you viewers at home, you'll have remember the time that, the second time that the Panthers played against the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. That was a massive, massive game. Franklin wound up taking that game, that second match against Attleboro by a score of 3-1. The first game, you would have thought it was a playoff. It was playoff worthy.
Yeah, you were saying that. I remember talking to you about it. You said it had that playoff intensity. 16-4 as Franklin's outscored Beverly 13-1 since it was tied at 3. That was math.
Would you consider math your strong suit?
Well, I'm not sure I'd consider anything my strong suit.
Well, you must consider something good. You can be a heck of a talker. And Beverly, again, unable to stay underneath that ball and get it across the top of the net.
Yeah, I think Chris, Beverly right now is just kind of in shock at this dominating performance. Franklin now with a 15-point lead.
As has been previously stated, they've only lost 2 games during the regular season. The first one game, I should say, was against the aforementioned Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. That game wound up going 3-2, which we haven't seen a lot of this year. I think that was the only game that they played that wound up going that.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris.
As that free ball goes into the net, that's going to be a desperately needed side out for Beverly.
So just looking back at the season for the Panthers, they had the match at Attleboro that they lost 3-2. They had 2 matches, one here against Attleboro and also a couple of days later against Milford. Both of those matches, they lost 1 game.
Yes.
And they lost to Lincoln Sudbury back early in the season, 3-0.
And we should point out to you viewers at home that are tuning into this game that the 1-game loss for the Panthers was just 1 game out of a potential 5.
Yes.
Or however many were played throughout the course of a match.
So they've only lost 7 games in an entire season.
Oh, nice kill. That's going to be ruled. Oh, it is going to be ruled in favor of the Panthers. Wow. I did not see the full ref. That's on your side of the court, Jay.
Yeah, that was a great kill by Tracy there, Sasha Tracy.
We're at that point now where they're going to have extra refs on the floor. So
yeah, they have 4 officials, which you don't see till tournament time.
Yeah, which is kind of a shame if you ask me, but that's just my opinion.
Well,
no one needs to pay attention to that.
I do, but it's all budgets.
Yes. Nice running jump serve for Beverly. Kill attempt, dug up by Beverly. As they try to set up a fake play there. Griserda with a kill attempt that's going to be dug up by Beverly. Ooh, that ball is going to be met right at the net by the Panthers. They are able to keep it alive.
Great recovery, Chris. And it worked out in their favor. That was a great concentration play.
It's ridiculous how quickly the gameplay can change at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Georgia Harvey here with the serve.
This is game point.
And since Beverly was able to take that point, Franklin will now be hoping to take this first game on a side out. Score is 24-7. Franklin, 1 point away from winning this first game. Ooh, nice try there by Sasha Tracy to try to gently push that ball over the net.
She almost looked like she was trying to trick them a little bit.
Yeah,
quick little drop.
They've been able to do that fairly successfully against other teams, but unfortunately for them, that play just did not work. Wow. Give that to him. And so Franklin's going to take this first game by a score of 25-8.
What a great shot that was by number 10, Taylor Lacerda.
I call that a big score for the Panthers.
Yeah. Wow, that was great. Great way to end that first game.
And the Beverly Panthers, their lineup consists of senior Abby Amoroso, junior Isabel Clark. I've got a cheat sheet just like you have. Number 3, Taya Killam, sophomore Samantha Desprez, junior Audrey Knott, senior Sadie McKilligan, senior Jessica Jones, senior Maddie Carter, sophomore Alik Kuat, or it could be Quat if I'm getting that name pronounced for you people in Beverly that are watching this game. My profuse apologies.
Chris, you're turning into me.
I discovered that years ago.
I know.
Continuing on with the Beverly Panthers roster, we also have junior Abigail Ship, senior Abby Riccieri. You might be able to pronounce that one better than me. Sophomore Gabriel Wickery, and senior Natalie Reynolds.
Beverly comes into this match with a 7-11 record.
And Jay, can you tell us the name of the other team that the Panthers lost against during the regular season? I know it's a hyphenated name, but I don't want to confuse. I don't want to confuse my
Lincoln
memory.
Sudbury.
Lincoln Sudbury. That's what I had a feeling that's who it was, but I didn't want to confuse that with like Concord Carlisle or something like that.
Yeah, no. Back in mid-September, they lost 3-0 to Lincoln Sudbury. The match was at Lincoln Sudbury. And that league is made up of mostly hyphenated schools.
So for Beverly on the card, we have.
Go get him,
go figure. Number 14 is not on my list.
Of course.
Actually, I did not. The rest of their roster would have been on a second page that I did not get printed out. So
excellent.
We're in good shape, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, story of our life.
As we start getting ready for the start of the second game of this best 3 out of 5 matchup between Franklin and Beverly. Both teams' mascots being the Panthers. That's pretty cool. Both teams trying to get their rotation straightened out. I can tell you right now that number 13, Natalie Reynolds, and 11, I believe, Abby Ruggieri, those two are on board. Everyone else is unfortunately missing from my roster. Maybe you can find that, Jay.
Yeah, I'm seeing if...
I'll send my copy to you. That ball's going to land just in bounds. No way that corner ref was going to miss that one. Sasha Tracy to start the serve off for the Franklin Panthers. That's going to be so confusing.
Yeah.
That ball's going to land just out of bounds. So, as it turns out, number 13, Natalie Reynolds to take a serve for Beverly. Nice running jump serve, and unfortunately, Franklin can't stay underneath it.
I have Chris the roster pulled up here for Beverly.
Take it away, Jay.
Well, you had mentioned earlier number 14.
Yes.
Which is Nikki Ericola, senior. And I think the only other one you're missing 14 and 15. I don't believe 15 is in there right now. I checked that 15 is.
Served there by Reynolds.
15 is my apparent. So it looks like, Chris, you got all but 2.
Reynolds to continue on with her service run here. Off to a good start. You had Michaela Kuykendall and Chris Lassert and Georgia Harvey. They both start with G here. Georgia Harvey tracking that ball very, very closely and making sure that it goes out of bounds. Taylor Lassert with the serve here. That ball is going to be blocked at the net by Rachel Taylor.
Reynolds tried to clear that, and it just got blocked right at the net.
Nice serve there by Lacerda. Kill attempt is going to be deflected at the net by Beverly down into the floor. So Beverly was enjoying a little bit of a lead here, but Franklin has tied it all up at 4. Lacerda, as Beverly tries to keep that ball alive, and they do.
Just inside the far line, Chris.
I was going to say, super easy for them. Beverly did try to lunge for it, but couldn't get to it in time. Taylor Lacerda. Ooh. That's a big hit that is not going to come back.
Sounded like it hit the opposite side of the scoreboard.
It did.
Get it?
Yes. That was too high for it not to hit any of the gym equipment above the court. Ooh, good. Ooh, not a lot of good gameplay right here. As Beverly dives for this one. Killatam initially blocked at the net by Franklin. That point is going to be awarded to Beverly. Franklin called for a double hit.
To Beverly's credit, playing that one off the backboard, Chris, was
they were able to play that ball off of the basketball, the backboard of the basketball hoop hanging above the court, which is legal in volleyball.
Which is, yes, since the schools opened up, that's always been one of the oddities here.
Whoa, ooh, nice dig by Beverly. Woo. Kill attempt. Ooh. Beverly's going to try to get under that ball, but a little too much backspin on that one. Or is it front spin? I can never tell between those two. You're the rep outside of announcing volleyball games. You tell me.
Chris, I've been trying to get into this volleyball reffing thing for years. Look, they don't even move.
So Rachel Taylor continuing on with her serve. She just scored her first point for the Panthers in this second game. That's going to be a point to Beverly.
Yeah, that just, it was tipped by a Franklin player at the net, yes, but it also just snuck in the back corner.
Franklin lets that one go. So that's going to be another point to Franklin. I'm telling you, the fact that both of these teams have Panthers as their mascot is throwing me off of my game, Jen. Jen Suhu with the serve. Beverly. Free ball that they do get across. Taylor Lacerda dives for that one, but can't get underneath it. So Beverly's libero with that serve. Defensive specialist. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Franklin able to keep this one alive. Ooh, Beverly's right there.
Right up front, Natalia Reynolds getting that block, along with number 9, Elite Cout.
That ball is going to be ruled just out of bounds.
A much closer game in the second game of the set.
Yes. Beverly looking a little more alert in this second game. And Franklin just continue on to do what they do. That ball is going to be deflected by Beverly to the left side of the court.
Of course, the Panthers, Franklin, that is, they're just serving so well. And that's setting up the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Michaela Kuykendall here. Ball is going to be blocked at the net by Franklin. See, I keep doing it.
Wow.
So Franklin able to get that hard-fought point. Ball is going to be deflected wildly out of bounds by Beverly. But yes, Beverly looking a little bit more alert in this second game.
Although Franklin has been able to open up a 4-point lead.
But luckily for Beverly, it's not a runaway score the way that the first game was. So
we have a real nice crowd here tonight, Chris. You know, there's a lot of the area up above on the track is filled with spectators, as well as the stands about 3/4 full.
Michaela Kuykendall with the serve. That serve is going to go just long. As Beverly gets a rotation done. Number 1 for Beverly.
Ooh. Oh. Natalia Reynolds with the block at the net there for Beverly. 12-10 our score.
And unfortunately for Sasha Tracy, who tried pulling that play off, Beverly's getting a touch wise to those kinds of plays. They're also having a much better time analyzing when these kills at the net are going to come.
Yeah. Looks like one of the captains discussing something.
Yeah, Natalie Reynolds. Probably talking to the sheriff about something. I guess the coach is a little confused about something. Hence the reason why Reynolds was summoned to talk to him. He played back underway. Ooh, this one actually worked in Sasha Tracy's favor, although it does not result in a point yet. Nice play by Taylor Lacerda.
Really nice done. Just tipped right over the net.
Very, very close to hitting the net there, but Franklin hasn't had that be an issue for them. Georgia Harvey with the serve. Kill attempt. Ooh, that's a rocket, but unfortunately for them, it's going to sail out of bounds.
Maya Perrin just a little too strong on that kill attempt.
Georgia Harvey to continue with the serve. Ooh. No one knew what to do with that ball, so give Harvey the ace.
Yeah, Perrin and Ericola there, just a miscommunication or no communication.
That ball's man at the net. Beverly trying to take a play out of Franklin's playbook. Georgia Harvey to continue on with the serve. 16-11 is our score in this second game. That serve is going to carry just long. And we've got number 14. Jay, back us up with this one.
Nikki Ericola.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
No. I've only got a couple of names to read here.
And luckily for you, you probably did not have a name. You probably didn't have a name that couldn't be mispronounced.
Right. Wow. It is me, so any name could be.
So Sasha Tracy now with the serve for the Franklin Panthers. Timeout is going to be called by Beverly, as Franklin leads the second game by a score of 17-12. So Franklin, yeah, just continuing on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, they're obviously they're playing very well. 5-point lead in this game after dominating the first game.
Yeah, Beverly showing a little bit more fight in their gameplay in the second game. But that's exactly why they're taking this timeout now, because they're going to try to keep Franklin from going any further with their scoring. As we come out of the Beverly timeout, Sasha Tracy. Not sure what the extra buzzer was for.
Maybe just saying hello.
No, the floor ref's definitely trying to get something squared away at the scoreboard. And after that little correction, gameplay resumes. Sasha Tracy. Kill attempt. Ooh. Right in between four separate Franklin Panthers.
Yeah, well done there.
See, I'm telling you, the fact that both of these teams are Panthers, it's throwing me off, man. Not that I'm asking anyone to envy our position at all. Ugh. Beverly able to put that ball in a place where Franklin wasn't. Michaela Kuykendall diving for it, but can't get underneath it. So Natalie Reynolds to take the serve for the Beverly Panthers. Nice serve. And Tracy tries to dive underneath that ball, can't get to it. Very unfortunate.
It's the lead to 17-15.
Franklin getting a rotation issue checked out. And Franklin's going to get that point. Beverly evidently having a rotation issue of their own.
The Beverly coach appears not to be happy with that. Now the referee's going to talk to the Beverly captain, try to get an explanation.
So that was Natalie Reynolds talking to the sheriff. And Taylor Lacerda. Nice play there by Beverly. Nice kill attempt dug up by Beverly. Free ball. This point is going to be awarded to Franklin. Beverly called for a net violation. (19-15) is the score here in the second game. Big kill there by Beverly, but unfortunately it's going to be too strong and too high. So that unfortunately goes out of bounds, and Taylor Lacerda continue with the serve. Free ball. Ooh, a little bit of confusion here, but thankfully no one gets their wires crossed here.
A tough miss hit there.
Kill attempt. Georgia Harvey reaches for that, but unfortunately it's just outside of her arm's reach.
Yeah, I think it also got tipped at the net.
And those kind of plays can be very off-putting.
Yeah. So Beverly looking to close this gap.
Kill attempt. Dug up. Oh, they were able to play that ball out of the gym equipment. And that's Michaela Kuykendall with that kill.
She's had a great match so far to this point.
And it looks like we're going to get Grace Lacerda in for Georgia Harvey and Rachel Taylor with the serve. As Beverly, ooh, a little too much downward motion on that play. Forces the ball into the net.
They just they put the score on the wrong side, I believe. I think it should be 23-16.
Ooh, Beverly not able to get that ball across.
It's another point for Franklin.
They're definitely trying to get that straightened out.
Yeah. I think it should be 24.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Your instincts were right, Jay.
So, game point here.
In this second game of this best 3 out of 5 matchup. Franklin leads the match by 1-0. Kill attempt dug up by Franklin. That kill is not going to clear the net. Franklin is going to be called for 4 hits. So Franklin will be looking to take this game on a side out. 24-17. Kill attempt is going to be deflected out of bounds by a Beverly player. So Franklin is going to take the second game by a score of 25-17.
So Franklin up 2-0 as we get ready for the third game of this match.
Yeah, this kind of gameplay is like second nature to the Panthers at this point. Not as overwhelming a loss for Beverly in that second game compared to the first one, but Franklin did have a considerable lead.
Yes.
But Franklin Panthers looking as strong as they would hope to be in a game like this. So how are things going in the reffing world, Jay?
Well, they're going, Chris. It's a battle every day. We are desperately short of officials in all sports.
And I'm pretty sure I know the reason why. We're not going to talk about him on the air.
We don't need to get into that.
Yeah,
right
it's definitely
we are actually have been trying to work with, and hopefully we'll get to do some things coming up. The MIAA has been trying to help out in recruiting officials, and I know our executive director, as well as Chris, has talked to people at the MIAA. And keep your eyes and ears open, and we'll see if Franklin TV can do some stuff with them. Not just to recruit officials, but to also promote high school athletics.
as we get ready for the start of this third game. Franklin again leading this match by a score of 2-0. Beverly has to pick up their game right now, otherwise they're going home. To say that Beverly's been outplayed by Franklin doesn't seem like a fair comparison to me.
No, obviously that first game, Franklin just was hitting on all cylinders, and Beverly just didn't play well. But they certainly came back in the second game and made it close.
And they will surely be trying to do very much the same thing in this third game, as the floor official tries to make sure that both teams have their rotations in check. And Beverly's going to start the serve here. Good strong serve to start off with. Free ball there by Rachel Taylor, and she gets the first point of the game.
Nice little touch drop shot right there by Taylor.
Sasha Tracy with the serve for the Franklin Panthers. I'm still doing it, Jay. That ball is going to go just outside. Tracy, ooh, that one hits, just barely kisses the top of the net. Rachel Taylor ready for that one. Taylor Lacerda. Kill attempt is going to be Beverly trying to keep this ball alive, and they will. Ooh, gentle play there by Rachel Taylor. And she gets it across the top of the net. Free ball. Franklin works their magic here. Beverly doing the same. That point's going to Beverly.
That is, Chris, probably our longest rally of the match so far.
Franklin unable to chase that ball. That ball hits the top of the net, but Franklin able to keep it alive. That one's going to go long.
Maya Perrin tried to get that in just inside the back line, but unable to do so.
Taylor Lacerda with the serve. That ball does get across the net, but it's going to be out of bounds, unfortunately for Beverly.
Yeah, Perrin, that ball came back to her right away, and she just wasn't able to do anything with it.
Good serve there by Taylor Lacerda. And that kill attempt is blocked at the net by the Franklin Panthers, but it's going to be deflected out of bounds.
And Perrin on that one finally able to put away this shot and the point for Beverly.
And Ashley Ruggieri again, profuse apologies if I'm getting these last names wrong.
Wow.
That was a laser shot.
She has had so many kills today.
Oh, nice by Sasha Tracy. Franklin is just she able to get it across, but it goes wide and out of bounds.
Yeah, and the player slid under the net across the floor.
I thought that was legal.
Yeah, I don't know, Chris. I think if you cross that blue line, I'm not sure though.
I could be wrong. Although I'm also trying to be a little bit glib here.
You've seen a lot more of this, especially this year, than I have. Nice dig there.
Kuykendall. Beverly gets it across. Free ball. Ooh, that ball is going to be met at the net by Beverly. Ooh, Franklin's actually going to call for 4 hits. So, unfortunately for Franklin, and he does not get across the net. actually goes into it.
6-6 the score. Nice serve by Perrin.
Free ball. Ooh, Beverly tries to dig that ball up, but can't get to it. Hello, attempt blocked at the net by Beverly. Free ball. Nice play there by Kuykendall.
She's playing so smartly. She knows when to attempt the kill, when to just drop it over.
You would think that some of this is quite a bit of luck, but I mean, all volleyball teams have that working in their favor sometimes, but Franklin is just calculated. Jinsu who will serve. Free ball. That one's going to go long and out of bounds.
Franklin with the 4-point lead, their largest lead of this game. They do lead 2-9. And Beverly timeout, trailing by 5.
So, what have your impressions been of the Franklin Panthers so far in this game, Jay?
Chris, they seem to think before every shot. They're putting them where they need to. They obviously have controlled this match for the most part. You know, you always wonder when you have a team that has been so successful all year, when they play a team that doesn't have the best record, that they take them lightly. And obviously today that's not the case. Coach Smith, the Redman, has fully prepared her girls for this match.
And Franklin's season started off ridiculously strong. Playing against, I believe it was KP and Canton with their first 2 games of the regular season. They wound up winning both of those games. Not necessarily handily, because both of their opponents had quite a bit of fight in them. But probably the most competitive games that they've had were both games against Attleboro,
yeah,
and then the Lincoln Sudbury game.
Right.
That ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Beverly.
And just for comparison, Franklin's the number 4 seed at 14-3, and Lincoln Sudbury's the number 2 seed at 18-2.
I would love to see a home match of that one. Who with the serve for the Franklin Panthers. And Beverly is unable to get underneath that ball.
Franklin's been able to kind of control things here since the last time out. Beverly's going to take another time out here.
Yeah, Beverly may not have played against an opponent like Franklin before, so they've been having a really hard time trying to keep up with that. And I'm not sure if you've been following the regular season, Jay, but you remember former coach Kelsey Weymouth?
Of course, yes.
She actually came back this year as an assistant coach.
Yeah, I see that on the website. Is Chris, is she still coaching at Stonehill or?
That I don't know. I haven't asked her. But considering she left Franklin High as the varsity coach,
yeah,
and came back as an assistant, something had to have changed. Although that's all just a fairly unfair assumption on my part. So
right. Beverly able to score there, cutting into the lead, 15-7.
And their libero with the serve. Hill attempt was going to be again deflected out of bounds by Beverly with the kill attempt by Michaela Kuykendall. And Kuykendall is going to take the serve. So as far as the coaches are concerned, we just need Coach Kate Horsman back, and then we got this whole thing coming back full circle. Good attempt by Franklin to try to keep that ball in bounds, but unfortunately they can't do so. No matter what, Franklin, no matter where the ball is, Franklin will always try to chase that ball down.
Yeah.
A lot of their opponents are like that too. Hill attempt dug up by Beverly this time. Free ball. Ooh. A dig by Georgia Harvey does get across the net, but it's going to go wide and out of bounds. 16-9 is the score in this third game. That point is going to be awarded to Franklin. Beverly called for a double hit. Georgia Harvey with the serve. Kill attempt dug up by Harvey. Free ball. Beverly. Ooh, nice play right there. And that ball is going to be blocked at the net by Beverly, but it's going to stay on their side of the court. 18-9 is the score at this point in the third game. Georgia Harvey. Taylor right there. She's able to push that ball just to the left or to the right, depending on how you want to view it from Beverly's on Beverly's side of the court. I am not trying to confuse anybody, I swear. Rachel Taylor's right.
Oh, nice play. Yet they're giving that to Franklin, so they're now up 20-9.
That ball's going to land just out of bounds. Ooh, Jinsu who dives for that ball, but can't get it underneath it. So Beverly now in double digits. 20-11 here. Hill attempt. Ooh, that's going to stay just in bounds. Kill attempt there, I think, by Rachel Taylor. You can correct me if I'm wrong there.
Yes. And Franklin had 4 points from going out of their preliminary round here with the victory.
I could be wrong about this one, but I believe they were able to bypass the preliminary.
No, you're right. They had a bye, so this is the round of 32. And
I haven't gotten the round numbers memorized yet, but I will get to that point in a couple of years.
yeah, and then they'll change it on us again. So the winner of this match takes on the winner of Wachusett and Acton Boxborough, which is actually being played tomorrow.
Ooh, Beverly can't get underneath that ball.
And if Franklin's able to maintain their lead and win, they should host the next match.
Yeah, that makes sense. Taylor Lacerda. Beverly able to keep that ball alive. Kill attempt, give it to her. Michaela Kuykendall.
She is the player of the match. She's played great.
And Franken now playing for match point. Taylor Lacerda with serve. Suhu with a nice free ball right there. Free ball there by Beverly. Ooh,
wow.
Does get it across. Wow. This one is being handled very delicately. Ooh, Franklin's going to be called for a carry right there. And I think that Rachel Taylor knew that, unfortunately.
Geez, that was a great point up until that.
Yeah, very good point. And the Franklin Panthers will be looking to take this match on a side out. Kuykendall, gentle play. That ball's not coming back. Franklin's going to take this match against the Beverly Panthers' third game by a score of 25-13.
Chris, they won all 3 games on side outs.
I wonder if that particular statistic has any significance here.
I have no idea. Just it's the only statistic I remember.
Well, it was certainly great to have you here being my cohort, Jay.
We'll see when the next match is, and hopefully we'll be back together. It should be here at the high school. The earliest it would be, my guess, is over the weekend, but it's probably more likely to be Monday, I would think. Monday or Tuesday. Nice.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing who the Franklin Panthers will be playing in the next round. But until then, this is going to wrap up our coverage for this first game of their tournament run here, where they played against the Beverly Panthers and took the match by a score of 3-0. So on behalf of Jay Horgan, this is Chris Flynn saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.